Good evening. Happy Tuesday night. Welcome back to Tranquility as we are here in Season 9, Week 2, as we'll be watching Geometric take on the Big Bang Buccaneers. My name is Dextratron. I am being joined by my partner tonight, Navino. Navino, how are you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing great, just living the dream out here, enjoying retirement, as some might say, and ready to watch some Overwatch.
Hey, I am too. I wish I was enjoying retirement right now, but...
Not actually. I'm young. I'm old compared to most of Tranquility, but I'm young.
Hey. Yeah, but, we have this game right here in the Harmony tier tonight, Geometric versus the BBB, or the Big Bang Buccaneers. Geometric comes in this one, winning their previous one. On the other hand, though, you have the exact opposite with the BB Buccaneers, who lost their first game of the season. Do you really think that's a lot to go off of here? It's only one game.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest shocker about Big Bang is, they lost to a brand new team, ex Kusanagi. No one knew they were going to be that good, and Big Bang Buccaneer was a top 8 team last season. They didn't. I don't think they made champ bracket, and so they were top 8. And it was really shocking they didn't make it. And so everyone had high hopes from going into the season, and then losing to Excuse Nagi in a close map fight is definitely something unexpected. So I'm really looking for them to bounce back. And Geometric was a middling team. They were decent, but they weren't great. And they honestly reload with some better firepower, have some returners, some vets of the community, all coming in this season, and came up with a dominant win in week 1. So I really don't know who's going to win, because it's hard to gauge. Did Geometric just play someone much easier? And did Bang Bang Buccaneers just get unlucky and play someone that was they didn't expect to be that good, but was actually really good? Or maybe Big Bang Buccaneers isn't as good as we thought. Maybe Geometric is just way better than we thought. I think this game will answer those questions for me.
So you think this is a good test for Geometric to see if they have really reloaded their team, and for Big Bang Buccaneers, you are seeing this as sort of a bounce back game for them if they are able to get the win over Geometric tonight. Yeah,
Geometric's in the top 8 of our power rankings. I think Big Bang was either 8 or just outside it, even though they lost. And then this is a test for them. This is if I bounce back and win this game, I'm right back in that conversation. I'm right back in hey, I can compete. This will answer that question. And first map is Lijiang Tower, and I think we're going in right now.
Yeah, honestly, not surprised that we're seeing Lijiang Tower here first. It is by far probably the map we see the most when we go to a control map. Everyone just likes it because you can have a lot of different playstyles come out on all 3 of the points.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's a really rush-heavy map, but there's opportunity for some variety if you're willing to take that risk. And, as we get in here, we're going to see very typical stuff. I think we're going to see, Sim Junk, the only real difference being the Diva for Big Bang, and then the Sigma for Geometric. So Geometric, I think, is going to play a lot more pokey, a lot more distance, while if I'm Big Bang Buccaneers, I'm playing, super fast, balls to the wall, just, trying to run down that Sigma, not letting him get value.
Yeah, do you think we'll actually see the Symmetra stay on here, or just a TP and then a swap off?
Oh, Symmetra is really good here. I think we'll just see Symmetra out, because once she gets that beam going and is in close spaces, she's just super powerful.
Yeah, that level 3 beam is absolutely terrifying here. As we already get onto the point here, we see BB Buccaneers take or lose control of that high ground as Prince is able to pick up the first kill and get rid of the immortality field. However, the 2 turrets that Yuno threw down or did do some damage. However, we do see the BB Buccaneers still sitting on the point right now. They are down a member, but that TP will help them get back just before this point opens up here. However, we do see Geometric get on the point to contest it. Again, Prince finds the dueling Symmetra there of Yuno. But Internal comes right back and finds Prince, so 1 for 1 right now for these teams. Still very heavily contested on point right now. Internal, though, goes in, finds the dueling jump finish. Shatter comes out from Jewish. Tyre comes out from Internal, finds 2 Sexy, Lexi, and Day. Find the other 2, and this should be the point going over to the Buccaneers.
Wow. At the first you saw them give up that position, but the Diva comp is just so much better at sustaining over long fights. The defense matrix just comes up faster. You really only have the 1 cooldown for Sigma. Sigma needs to find a pick, needs to find that damage and build Flux very quickly. We only see Emily at 65, while Beth's about to have her bomb. Big Shatter, big hero plays here, and as we get into the next fight.
Yeah, we already see the wall and the damage matrix come out for each team right now. Tilted Waffle does find a kill here onto Eternal, does have a tire ready to go, finds the kill onto Sexy Lexi, so they do know there will be no immortality field. Shatter comes out from Churd, able to find a couple there, but the beat comes out from Day to keep them sustained. Person does pop their beat as well to keep their team sustained, as Tilted Waffle does find one with their tire. Emily finds one finds Yuno out. The bomb does come out from Beth, not able to find anyone, but does get the crunch kill there onto Person. Damage is now coming out to Cherry, who takes care of Day, and the Graviton Flux comes out from Emily to absolutely chunk down a lot of people. Eternal does find one, and Jewish is coming back to find another. However, the numbers on point right now do heavily favor Geometric, and the Shatter comes out from Jewish to find a lot, but no one necessarily falling from it yet. Down goes Emily. Churd, though, was able to get Jewish before they themselves fall. However, the BB Buccaneers have done a great job just contesting this point. They have not let it flip over yet, and they're having members come back right now. It's pretty much an even fight on point right now. Somehow Geometric did not win that fight. Eternal has a tire race. Sexy Lexi does find Tilted Waffle. The tire is coming out from Eternal. It's looking to be another huge one. It is able to find Prince, but that's it though. Emily does find Eternal. Yuno finds Clearly, and other than that, BB Buccaneers still somehow holding on this point, and they're going to be able to sustain it throughout this team fight.
Wow, really good job by Big Bang Buccaneers by balancing touches and then committing ultimates because they still have control. They never lost control, so like now there's this last fight, and we're seeing like Geometric lose in these longer brawly fights because the Sigma doesn't do well in these close quarters.
Yeah, the wall comes out from, Tilted Waffle, though, able to find Eternal. That's a good pick for the Geometric squad here. Churd able to find Jewish. That's another good pick. 2 down already for the Buccaneers as it has ticked over into overtime. Geometric needs to find something. Tilted Waffle with 2.5 there, getting the DMAC onto Bethcon. Churd able to take care of Sexy Lexi and Prince able to take care of Diva. What a quick team fight win from Geometric when they absolutely needed it.
Wow, yeah, that was really great play right there. And, they were able to punish it because it felt like Big Bang, have them want to stay on point, have them pushing the advantage, and because of that, they just were able to punish those that pushed and then take on point, and not even having to use the flux or the beat to do it.
Yeah, we do see the damage matrix come out here for the Buccaneers. Here comes the flux from Geometric. Does catch a couple people into the beat, and the immortality field comes out to keep some of them alive. However, the BB Buccaneers are winning throughout this team fight. Already half the members of Geometric down. Here comes the bomb from Bethcon. Not able to find anyone, but Eternal absolutely starting to blow everyone up on Geometric. 2 straight mind kills. Churd is in a really bad spot. Clearly is down. Eternal popping the tire right now as Churd falls, and now Eternal's going to try to find anyone with the tire. Able to find Prince as the point has flipped back over, and we're seeing the last little remnants of Geometric try to contest this point. Person and Tilted Waffle were there. However, we do see the ball come back out for them just to try to stay on point and keep this contested. However, numbers advantage is in favor of the Buccaneers right now. However, we are seeing Geometric come back. The wall comes out from Churd able to find Day. That's a great pick for them if they want to try to stay in this fight. The wall coming out from Jewish does have that Shatter ready to go. Person popping the beat. The Shatter comes out from Jewish, finds a lot of members of Geometric. However, no one has fallen yet for them, and that is essentially a wasted ultimate. Eternal finds Prince, Churd finds It is still very much an even fight right now, but another crunch kill from Clearly, and they find Churd right after it. The BB Buccaneers are trying to end this now. They just have to clean up the remaining members of Geometric. Tilted's able to find Sexy Lexi. However, it is just Tilted left on point, and with them falling there, no one should be able to get back, and the first point will go over to the BB Buccaneers.
Wow, I felt really bad for you there, Dex. I really couldn't chime in because the fight just kept going. Really good by Big Bang. They maintained control. They made their stall picks, and they just kept the fight going even when they were down, folks. Right? That being said, maybe I think target focus was a bit rough there for both teams. But really solid job not wasting ultimates in the lost fight from Big Bang and then coming back in, using their ultimates clearing point, and just winning that stall fight, even though they did some trades that were able to stall in the first place. I think it really goes to show how long that fight went, because Emily swapped a ball for stall and built mines, all within that same stall fight. And now we get with the 6-man mirror on Gardens, which is very expected. I think this is really going to help Big Bang because they were really good at playing fast, and I think 6-man is one of those things where playing fast is just beneficial.
Yeah, popping on here with Jewish right now as they try to pass some damage down. However, Prince comes right out and is able to take care of Jewish with a direct counter, and they find Day. Bethcon does come right back and find Churd with a lot of help from their team, but however, the numbers advantage is in favor of Geometric right now. They're doing a really good job of just forcing the BB Buccaneers back at the moment, and I believe Geometric should be able to get the first point cap here. However, we do see the Buccaneers come in here with a last-second contest before the point is flipped over, and we are starting to get some pressure on it. However, they do lose that eat from Bethcon, who is demeched right now. Still, everyone just kind of playing around this pillar here on point. EMP comes out from Tilted, finds four. Sexy Lexi, though, was outside that, is going to pop the Coalescence to keep everyone alive, or try to keep everyone alive. Yuno pops their Death Blossom, able to find Churn, and that's really it right now. One member down for each side. Now the clearly pops their own Coalescence, able to keep their team sustained through this fight. However, only one person has fallen for each side as this fight continues to go on. Death Blossom comes out from Prince, who gets hacked, but they are able to find Day. Tilton's able to find Yuno, and now we're starting to see the kills go geometric way. However, the point is still not gained any percentage. Now 2 more kills going their way. They just need to clean up the remaining members on point for the Buccaneers, and this should be the first point going over to them.
Wow, these fights are just going on so long, and we still haven't gotten to the point cap yet. There we go. I really think Lexi got really fortunate by fading right as the EMP and then being able to use a cold came up through EMP, which then allowed them to even have a chance to turn that fight in the first place. Geometric did a really good job playing the ebb and flow, where they hack D.Va, they kill the monkey first, and then they take point, they take position, and they make it really hard. But because of how long they take, they didn't press the advantage, they didn't play aggro enough, it allowed Big Bang to come back in the first place. Oh,
4-man EMP coming out from the Buccaneers. Bomb comes out from Emily, not able to find anyone with that bomb. Tilted actually falls on the map in the first 2 kills. Actually, 3, 4, 5 kills going the way of the Buccaneers. And there should be a quick point flip. The only one left alive is Emily, but they'll be demacked and immediately eliminated from this earth for the moment, as the Buccaneers will take the point after 30% going the way of Geometric.
Wow. I have no words, to be honest. It is like, that was such unfortunate timing. Like, Emily throws in the bomb as they get EMP'd, and so they just speed past it and kind of just lose because of it. Both teams use beat, but this Cole should be able to seal up the fight pretty easily for Geometric. Yep, EMP Cole.
Another 4-man EMP coming out from Geometric. Here comes a Coalescence from Clearly. I imagine it's going to be more of an offensive Coalescence, but they will try to keep their team up. Yuno does have a Death Blossom ready and is using it to great success. Finds 2, Eternal finds a 3rd, and even with the 4-man EMP to start this, Geometric will probably end up losing this fight. Yuno finds Prince, Beth finds Chert, Eternal finds Clearly, and a nice team wipe there for the BB Buccaneers to further their lead at the moment.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Really good reaction from BB to give space and then recontest with the Primal, which allows him to get back into that fight. Though Chert finds pick immediately.
6-man EMP from Eternal! Already 2-3 down members of BB Buccaneers, so that 6-man EMP will be exactly like Tilted Waffles EMP and absolutely find nothing from it, as Geometric was able to find some kills before that EMP was pressed. Just an amazing team play here by Geometric. Even with no abilities, they were able to win this team fight. Now all they have to do is get rid of Yuno with that hack there from Tilted. Prince cleans them up, and the points still be swapped over here.
The stall fights, man.
Yeah, we're going to see BB Buccaneers come in here.
And another one.
Here comes Beth, gets hacked immediately, cannot use the bomb. Now comes in Sexy Lexi, who gets booped off the point. However, they are keeping numbers on the point, and this is exactly what they want to do. They probably wanted to take it over into overtime, but they just were not able to.
Wow, that's just really good stall. Like, they lose the fight. Eternal kind of wastes the EMP by EMPing in the down fight, but I like the idea of it. But they did a great job, again, bouncing point, kind of punished them for lack of focus fire. But Geometric has 5 ults to really hold this now, as he hits 5-man EMP.
5-man EMP coming up, bomb coming out from Emily, not able to find anyone, but Person finds one with a boop, and then finds Yuno. Might get a second one here with a boop, and Sexy Lexi falls off the map, so a nice, quick team fight win there for Geometric. However, maybe a little bit too quick for them, as they aren't really getting.
They only use 2 ults, though, so this should be fine, and they have both support ults still. Eternal's only 38 to that other EMP, 43 now, but I was thinking Emily threw the bomb a little high. Like, they probably win that without having to commit so much if Emily throws that bomb a little lower.
Yeah, clearly popping the Coalescence here. Again, another offensive Coalescence. However, it is healing up the tanks at the same time since they are in the line of fire. But we're seeing the Geometric squad get very, very offensive here and aggressive, pushing into the BB Buccaneers. Almost spawn. Bomb does come out from Bethcon, does not find anyone, not able to get a crunch kill here, as we do see them get back on the point. The percentages are getting really, really close. 2 kills going the way of Geometric. 1 does come back from the Buccaneers. Make that 2, as Jewish is absolutely cleaning up on point right now. However, we do see Chert. He is a little angry. Finds 1. The Death Blossom from Yuno finds 2, and Dave finds a boop to make it 3, and now it's just Chert on point. Chert falls. It did tick over into overtime for Geometric, but now it might just end.
Ooh. Big touch by Clear. I don't think anyone else gets it. Oh, wait, never mind. Tilted's there. Really good plays. Jewish They use the primal to displace everyone, make it a very scattered fight, and then their better focus fire kind of just wins the day. They like Tilted almost had the EMP, but it didn't really matter as we. I'm just talking over the stagger fight because I feel like there's been so many stagger fights in this map already.
We do see clearly able to somehow dash their way back in there. Tilted not able to get back in there fast enough, and Big Bang will take this first map in 2 points.
Yeah, really back and forth. Both points, super long stall fights, kind of sloppy. But I really love the aggression I'm seeing. A big problem I've always found when I coach lower level teams is that they lack aggression. Both these teams don't lack aggression. I can tell you that right now. They're just holding the W key, and I'm proud and I'm happy to see it. But yeah, I really think the star of the show for me, for Big Bang in that map, were Jewish, Missile, and Eternal. EMPs are going out. I think maybe Tilted was outbuilding Eternal a little bit, but it didn't really matter because I felt like Eternal was getting better ET EMPs, if that makes sense. Tilted was building really fast, but it kind of felt like he was just throwing them any which way, while Geometric was much more individualistic, while Big Bang was much more team-oriented. You saw it with the touches, you saw it with their ult combos, you saw it with, the communication of, ulting in, fights that really many people would have called lost. And I feel like I'm watching a very polished team in Big Bang and more of an individual team of Geometric after that first map.
Yeah, and honestly, I want to go back to control point or control center, first point, where we saw them basically contest that map or contest that point all the way from 55 up to 99% when they finally lost it. And they were being very smart with their contest. They were not using their ultimates, not using a lot of ultimates, that is, if they did use any. But they were being smart. They were forcing Geometric to use their ultimates. So the next time they came through in a team fight, Geometric did have some ultimates, but Big Bang had more ultimates and quickly won one team fight against them, retook the point, and never let Geometric take it back.
Yeah, it was very much hey, let's expend ults, force them to use ults, so it became really hard for Geometric to just snowball fights, which is really smart. And speaking of snowball fights, speaking of stalling, it's 2CP time. Everyone's favorite game mode, as we would say.
Let me just say this.
Don't you dare say you no, shut up. No,
I will miss
Dex.
2CP.
No, I refuse.
Navino, you have heard me say this. We've had this conversation before.
I'm walking away from this. Walking away.
We've had this conversation before in other casts. We've had this conversation before in other casts, Navino. I have told you I like and enjoy 2CP maps. I will miss them, but I completely understand why they are leaving.
How could you do this to me? How could you? I thought we had something, Dex. I thought for some reason cams were on, so I thought people saw me get up and walk to my kitchen. But no, another Navino lurk meme. If anyone's ever seen.
Navino, I will say this though. Yeah. I understand why they're going away. I understand why everyone doesn't like them. I just enjoy them because I'm a sim main and I can make people mad on a lot of the maps.
No shot, you just said you're a sim main.
I have 108 hours on Symmetra.
It's so hard to like you now, Dex. It's so hard. That being said, you must really love Lijiang because you can play sim on all three of those maps. That's good to Anubis. I really do expect to see. I want to see some Junkrat. Let me see the rat.
Well, we did see a lot of Junkrat on Lijiang Tower. I think it's a little bit hard to play Junkrat, especially attacking on the first point. Defense.
Oh, no, attack. I think defense. I'm saying, let's see some Junkrat on that first point. That defense. It's quite fun just throwing Junkrat nades down a choke.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like you said, defensively, it is probably a smart move to pick out a Junkrat. Offensively, a really questionable move, but I have seen it work out before in the past. I just don't think it will necessarily work out here. Other than that, I would expect to see maybe a sharpshooter like a Cassidy, an Ashe, a Widow, possibly a Hanzo come out, especially on the first point, just because of all the long sight lines that they do have there.
Yeah, I think double sniper is pretty popular. I think double shield, not double sniper, I would say an Ashe Hanzo, so sort of double sniper. But double shield in general is pretty popular in defense, while dive is more so than move on attack. But you also see some teams try the sim TP. Mm-hmm. I'll be real. I think we'll see who's starting defense, who's starting offense. Geometric picks up probably Big Bang's gonna start defense.
I would imagine that.
I expect them to run ball on attack and double shield on defense, just from trends for them. And I expect Geometric to kind of do the same thing. Both, at least I haven't seen it. Both don't have super, like strange comps they like to run. So I'm excited to see what they're going to go as we go into this next map of Temple of Anubis.
Yeah, and here we are, and we get to see what the teams are coming out with here.
A dive defense. I don't know if I would have expected this one. Also,
incoming in 30 seconds.
Pharmacy coming out for Geometric. They are going to keep that Widowmaker.
No, that's Big Bang. That's Big Bang.
Oh.
Big Bang is on the defense. So we're gonna see a turn on the Pharah, which last season on Luminous Foxes they were pretty well known for. The Pharah, the Doomfist, just more of those projectile heroes. They were more of a true projectile DPS than a lot of Flex DPS are nowadays, and I really like that about them. As we see Phoenix and the Widow, Phoenix really good. Phoenix coming in was a standout of Big Bang last season, and we see classic dive with Ashe Genji for Geometric.
Yeah, hopping on board with Phoenix, they're going to try to land a headshot. Eternal does pick out Prince here to start, so that is good for Big Bang to start their defensive hold here. And now we're seeing Eternal get really close. However, they might be a little bit flying too close to the sun there. They are able to, actually, they're not able to escape. When we see the res come up, I don't think we will, as Dejin is absolutely diving in on Day, just not able to pick up the kill there. Phoenix now is rotating away to the opposite high ground from which we're standing on to try to land some shots. Jewis does take out Jin though. That's a good pickup there for the Buccaneers, as it does force Geometric back for a moment. We are on Churd right now, who is just trying to pop some damage on Clearly. Actually gets the nano from Clearly, and they found a target there. They want to go after Phoenix, just not able to get a kill there. And the purple on to Bethcon, that does get them demeched. They are going to be able to keep a lot of their tanks up, other than Bethcon right now, who actually is doing a good job of not dying yet. However, there goes Bethcon, Phoenix, Eternal, all falling down, and Geometric kind of actually just starting to clean up and should be able to take first point here. Jewish really a straggler right now, gets purpled, gets lit on fire, and then gets hit with a rocket-powered mace.
Wow, I gotta say this. I really want to point out how well Hypnotoss. So we didn't really cover subs, but Hypnotoss came in on off tank, Wooly came in on main support, and then Phoenix came in on DPS for Big Bang. Hypnotoss did a lot that fight and allowed them to continue and put pressure on the Widow, making it so the Widow just doing free sidelines. And you see Phoenix automatically, as soon as they lose first. Oh, as we get a pause. As soon as they lose first, they're going to Hanzo. Hanzo, I think, is a lot better of a kind of a spam character. Widow's more picks in the sightlines, right? For what's it called? The sightlines for first is really good for Widow. But I really like the Hanzo swap. The ultimate's really good on that point because it's kind of all one big straightaway. But yeah,
especially if you can pop his ult off at a certain angle in a certain direction, it will take up the majority of the point and really force people to either be standing in corners or just accept that you're going to die to a dragon.
Yeah. First fight out. What was really good about Geometric's attack is they did not have to use an ult outside of Nano to take first. So they should have a lot of ults going into this fight. We're back off the game, so I don't know what else they have, but they should have a lot of ults going into this fight. And if the Jhin is close to that Blade should be an automatic fight win because they didn't have a. Oh man, I'm about to burp. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Big Bang didn't have a break, so what are you really going to do? You have an Ana, you have to either hit the sleep or you need to kill him immediately using one of your DPS hero plays, or maybe you swap back and you use Immortality, which just gives you time to kill him. There's a variety of things, but Blade I think is really good right now for Geometric because they don't have a brick or BAP.
I mean, and you also have to really be concerned right now if you're the Big Bang Bucks, because we just talked about they're making some swaps right now. Geometric, I really think only used one or two ultimates to get that point.
I think they only used Nano.
Yeah, so they're about to come into the next point with, I think they have 3 ready, if I remember correctly, but the other 2 are almost ready to go. We could potentially see a snowballing effect right now. I just don't remember what Big Bang had to necessarily stop them.
Yeah. I'm not really sure. It's an interesting time. I am curious to see how the fight, because I'll be real, I still don't remember the ults they had going into this, so I just make it up as I go, you know.
Mhm. And I will say this before we eventually do get started back here. Thank you, chat, for telling me it is pronounced Dia, not Day. Thank you. I will make sure.
Is it Dia? Really?
It is Dia. That there's like 3 people in chat telling me it's Dia.
I definitely have seen them play in a team every single season for 3 or 4 seasons, and I always thought that the ish was Day, or maybe even Die or something. I never thought Dia. I guess that's what the accent over the A is for. Wow, the more you know.
But let's just talk about the series up to this point right now. The big focus that I think I put on it and asked your opinion on before this game was, was the Big Bang Buccaneers their loss, did that kind of show where they were, and was Geometric's 1 win kind of show that they were, a better team than what, their record was saying. That first map kind of flips the narratives a little bit. It seems like Big Bang Buccaneers, that first loss they had was just up against a really up against a good team that was brand new. And however, we are back in it, and we're already seeing a barrage come out from Eternal, finding 2, and we go right back to a pause. Looks like we had 1 member of Geometric fall out of the lobby there, unfortunately. So I believe I did see I want to say Geometric is the blue squad. No, Big Bang Buccaneers are the blue squad. They picked up a double barrage, and then their Winston was able to find 1 kill. So they already have half of Geometric's team down and out in this fight. When we get back to
interesting. I like the aggressive ults. I don't know how but with 5.5 minutes, I think I saw them use a primal. We literally were in game for 5 seconds, and then we got paused again. So
it happens sometimes. But I mean, going back to what we were talking about before the game got restarted there, that first map, the BB Buccaneers looked like the better team. Maybe that they were just playing 2 comps that they were better at or more well suited to compared to Geometric. Mm-hmm. But Geometric sits currently 1-0, and BB Buccaneers sit 0-1. So what do you think we could take from that first map?
The first map, I really like the tempo. The tempo set for both teams, but specifically Big Bang. As I said, talk about I kind of I don't know. I feel like I already covered that on the first map.
Yeah, let's go to the second map then.
Yeah, I mean, with the Nubis, I really like the Pharah pick. I think Pharah's hard to run on second, but is definitely still viable, if that makes sense. It's an interesting thing. Mm-hmm. Pharah, especially in this elo, is just super good. But also because we're in I call it the average elo, right? Because the max top of the tier is above average, while everyone else is probably sitting around the average, right, of Overwatch right now. And they are Pharah, if you're good on a hero, you can make anything work. Which is why you see Jhin on the Genji, because Genji, as you know, is not really a meta pick. But 2 CP, I think Mana Blade, with it being a truly fight-winning ultimate, is pretty good.
Yeah, but when we come back into this one, like we said, I believe it is the BB Buccaneers that are currently down half their squad. Coming back into this one, the Geometric squad is going to be at an advantage, especially because Geometric actually was the team that lost a player in that fight, or the one that had disconnected?
Yeah, Geometric. It was first Wooly, and now I think Hypnotoss DC'd. Mm. So we're kind of just waiting. I know. Oh. I just saw the overlay. It's fixed. For those in chat asking, it's fixed. It's done.
Yeah, I think we might be getting back into the game here soon. But Navina, what's your predictions for the rest of this map right now?
I reckon Geo could still snowball. Even though they did lose the bomb from the DC. But they should, in theory, be able to snowball. In theory.
And here we go. We're back in Geometric. Jin actually having to rush back as they lost a lot of their team there as we go back into another pause. But right now we can look at some ults as, again, I believe it was the second tank for Geometric who has, again, fallen out of the lobby.
Are we paused again? Oh my god. We're paused again.
Well, I mean, from what we saw, Geometric, the BB Buccaneers defending have 3 ultimates ready to go. They did pop a Valkyrie, I believe, while that fight was going on, and I think it just ended as we went back into that pause. I did not see what Geometric had, but I feel like that snowballing chance is now out the window for them.
Yeah, they're kind of losing alts. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with everything else, but we'll see. I'm kind of curious where we what is going to happen. I'm kind of just vibing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the chat right now. It says prod is R, but there's been a lot of problems with everyone else who is not prod.
This is true. This is true. We're kind of just vibing. So, how's your day, Dex?
It was good. It was good, man. How about you?
I'm vibing, bro. I'm vibing. Can't complain. Went to work, came home. I got my oil changed. Did adult things today. Told Yeti he was stinky. That's always important. Always important.
Very important. Might be one of the most important things you do every day.
Of course, of course. Oh, we're back in game, y'all.
We're back. Let's get.
You believe in miracles? Because I believe in miracles. Let's go. 10 seconds.
Okay, actually, Geometric does have 4 ultimates ready to go. Prince is very close to a Bob. The Bucks really only have those 3 ultimates ready to go at the moment. However, the Primal Rage and the Bomb can be huge, especially if they can find any kills. Lexi with that Nano could be another big player for them. However, Geometric is going to go in right now. Here comes the Nano Blade out and the rally. Churd finds Phoenix start. Jin is actually looking for members on point. I guess he didn't notice that Lexi was back there the entire time. They are able to take care of Lexi and are now starting to build some percentage on the point. Bob is able to find one. As again, we saw Jin there pick up Lexi. They do have a tick. Both monkeys are very, very angry and are throwing fisticuffs at each other right now. And now they're back on point contesting right now is the Buccaneers. Still, about 50% on the point right now for Geometric is very good. However, they did use all 5 of their ultimates in that one fight. Same thing could be said for the Buccaneers, so they used all 3 of their ultimates. And now we're just watching the teams trade out. Bethcon able to find Churd, and Eternal able to rain in some damage on the Geometric squad, who is backing out to regroup.
Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Really unfortunate not really getting any kills with the Nano Blade. But they're about to come to another Nano. Who's going to lose? I think there's... But Cleary, I honestly would have just stayed to Nano. Oh! There's no shot.
Okay. Well, we saw Geometric take the point there a little bit. They got 50%, which is nothing to... That's... nothing to write home about, but it is also a good amount of percentage there, especially if we do, that's all they can get. However, they do have a large amount of time, and both teams pretty much just use all their ultimates. You did say Geometric is close to their Nano, so I would imagine some of the BB Buccaneers squad are close to their ultimates as well, especially those 3 that did not have it going into that fight.
Again, yes, I think I saw Hypnotoss DC again. This is Rest in Pepperonis. Classic Frogman internet. Frogman, shake my head. Shake my head. I'm going to say this is all karma for you not continuing to play on Clock of Queens. If Reborn's in chat, he agrees with me.
I honestly thought you were going to say this was karma for me liking 2 CP maps.
I mean, that too, I'm not... Why do I... Now... Brent's upset that I don't look at chat. I'm looking at chat now, Brent. What do you want from me? There's also like a 2-minute delay, man. Like, what do you want from me?
You don't know. I've been taking a peek over at chat every now and then, and so many people are giving you compliments that I'm starting to feel left out.
Guys, compliment my boy. Compliment my boy.
Like, I think the first five comments on the stream were just how cute you were.
Oh, I know. I'm adorable, bro. I'm adorable. But, Devil Dukes is my biggest fan club. Specifically, Samir is my biggest fan. Kizzle used to be, but Kizzle's dumb. And someone should clip this and send to him, Kizzle, you are dumb and not my favorite anymore.
Kind of rude, but you know what? Understandable.
Understandable.
So,
if you ever talk to Kizzle, you'll understand.
Yeah. So from what I'm reading here in the chat or the Discord right now, it sounds like we might be having someone swap in for
Hypnotoss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if both parties are finding so.
Yeah.
Both parties agreed, so Emily's back in.
Emily
Thank you. Please no more DC. Please.
Please.
This is the longest 2CP map, and we're not even through the first round. We see a full swap the brawl. I sometimes like this, but I don't know how I feel about the Cast Reaper. It could be really good, but
Mirage coming out from Eternal, just gonna be eaten up by that D.Va, who was incredibly hungry, almost loses the mech for it though. However, they're able to keep it for the moment, and now we see J-Metric get back on the point. The Buccaneers have to kind of contest them here as Bethcon and I believe Emily get D-mech'd here. The kills actually going equally each way right now. The res will come back out to get Sexy Lexi back into this fight. Phoenix finds clearly both supports down. Actually, the whole team for Geometric is down, and another nice team fight win by the BB Buccaneers, who gets credited for a team kill.
Wow. Really good, Nano, really good. They're just playing for Eternal and Phoenix to get picks. They're just literally buying time, which is really good, especially against Rush. When it comes down to no shot, bro. I am getting jebaited.
Let's just blame this on me. I'm just gonna blame this on me. Just
wow.
Blame me.
Brent says it's time for a Davino house tour. I don't know. Maybe we need some content up in here. This is the most pauses I think I've ever been. Who DC'd now is my real question. If it's someone at Big Bang, I'm not gonna be mad. But if it's someone at Geo again, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be quite upset. I'm gonna be upsetty spaghetti. Oh my!
Are we going back? What was the reason? Okay, no idea what the reason for the pause was, but we are back.
Oh, okay.
Take 5.
This is take 6. Eternal with another barrage. Actually, I just realized it was barrage again.
Another barrage, 2, 3 down. They do get taken out themselves, and they are able to take care of the mech. However, it won't necessarily matter in the end that they lost their life, as the rest of their squad is just picking up the remaining stragglers from Geometric. And with that one punch to the face, Phoenix ends that team fight.
Wow. Eternal, I realized literally had barrages 2 fights in a row, and really good stuff from them. It's really hard for a cast to keep a really dominant far end check, even at higher levels. It's just difficult.
Yeah, we do see Emily trying to dive on the high ground as the minefield come out, and Dejin actually picking up 2 with that death blossom. The next 2 kills go the way of the Buccaneers. We do see Geometric try to push this on the point. Phoenix finds Prince. The bomb is coming out from Bethcon, who finds 2 with it. The only member left for Geometric is Jin. However, they don't live much longer than that sentence.
Wow. Only a minute left. And they have ults coming up, but I feel like Blossom was that ultimate that really could have won them that fight. And just I don't know what happened with Churd and the Rhine Shield, but it looked like he just dropped it last second, and thus they lose everyone because of it. So really insane stuff to watch, but still very winnable. I think Zex needs to use his noon as they go in, as we kind of just watch Phoenix. Yep. Big
noon. The pulse bomb does come out, able to find clearly. Who was not able to get the benefit of the immortality field. Sexy Lexi with help from some other members of the Buccaneers find Church. Bethcon finds Prince, and now we're just looking for the Buccaneers to clean up. We do see Emily throw out the bomb, trying to find anyone, not able to. Jin does find Sexy Lexi, and 3 more right after, making 4 more right after that. They need to get the 1 more to get the team go. However, Wooly will not allow them to do that, and that might be point. It will be point.
I really like that Reaper guy. He has a very powerful special move where he uses 2 shotgun, 2 revolver. You know, I don't know the whole copy pasta, but you all get the meme. You get the meme. Dijin is the meme machine, and they cap with time. Wild. It's
the
wild
man,
in here.
the man, the myth, the meme. Jin
Dijin.
on the Reaper.
Wow. This is something.
What a way to end that for Geometric, because I honestly was thinking there, as they lost the first
Dijin
2...
literally used the Blossom the fight before, and mid-fight builds another Blossom. I could say that for a Junk. I could say that for a Cassidy. I could say that for a lot of different DPS. I don't know if I've ever said that about a Reaper. I'll be real. They built that so quickly. That's just insane to me.
Yeah, I mean...
Sorry, go Dex.
No, I was gonna say, Geometric lost the first 2 members in that fight, and Emily threw out that bomb, and I truly believe that was essentially like a last-ditch effort. Like that was their one fight that they had to win. However, I think Emily did just enough damage with the bomb that Jin was just able to go in and just like clean up the rest of the damage on those members of the Buccaneers who had taken damage from the bomb. We saw that was a 4-man Blossom. They were able to pick up 1 before, but that was a 4-man Blossom from the start.
Wow. This Reaper Ash thing is quite interesting. I like it because it's like obviously Dijin feels very comfortable on the Reaper. And they're just playing they're like, you know, I'm just going to play as far in as possible because I'm just going to use Wraith to get out. And they get out successfully, and Zexu kills Phoenix!
Yeah, that's a great pick there from Prince. And it really does kind of, you know, I feel like we were seeing Phoenix pick the Widowmaker there, just try to find 1 pick, and then they were going to go in. However, it goes the other way. And now the Buccaneers kind of have to play this a little bit slower as they wait for Phoenix to get back into a position where they can potentially find that 1 pick.
Yeah, I sometimes struggle with Double Bubble because I really don't like it that much. I think it's rather weak in the poke phase. Now you see this already in position, so you're going to see us do a little bit more. But Phoenix just with the kills. They should win this.
Phoenix coming alive, finds 1 headshot, finds another body shot, almost getting another headshot there on the Chur, but doing enough damage with help from Bethcon to get Emily out of the mech. Bethcon takes care of Chur. The tanks are going after Baptiste, who is in between a rock and a hard place. However, Wooly is able to take care of Bethcon and somehow keep Geometric in this fight for the moment. Phoenix, though, is just not allowing Jin to play. Finds a headshot on them even before they're able to get back into the fight. Now we do see Emily is not in that mech, able to get remeched, so that does help Geometric out a lot. And clearly getting purple there was really bad for them. 2 kills going the way of the Buccaneers. Down goes the mech for Emily, and now we're seeing Phoenix here just try to win a battle between Prince. However, point does go the way of Geometric. I mean, of the Buccaneers. They do have 5 minutes and 10 seconds to their name right now to cap this second point.
Wow. Just really big hero plays coming out from Phoenix that allowed, because my biggest complaint about Zarya is it's hard for her to take space without using cooldowns, which is the whole reason they're good in a brawl fight is their cooldown. But the picks from Phoenix just allowed her to walk up because there's no Reaper. But now as I say that, the Reaper's just going to kind of
the grab comes out, the bomb comes out from Eternal, duplicated into D.Va. Not able to find anyone, but 3 straight kills, making 4 straight kills coming to that of Geometric. 5 straight kills in the last remaining member of the Buccaneers. Phoenix running for their life, not able to escape Emily. However, even with the Buccaneers losing that team fight, or with Geometric winning that team fight, I believe they really only used 1 or 2 ultimates in that engagement, and they're about to ready to go.
They only used Bon actually, because Cleary had used Window as they lost first point, so they didn't have it anyway. But Emily switches to Sigma. You had D.Va Bomb, huh?
I mean, the Buccaneers made a whole team swap. Here comes the Death Blossom from Jin, not able to get as much as they did the last time they used it, and actually I believe they were stunned out of it. The Nano is out on to Jewish, who finds one with a baseball bat swing, trying to find anyone else. Does get a lot of damage there from that fire strike. However, Emily is able to rock or bolt an Eternal Deck. Sexy Lexi finds one right back to a trade. However, we do see clearly pick up Jewish, and now BethCon is absolutely bullying clearly into a corner. However, they're in a very, very bad spot right now, as both tanks for Geometric are just able to completely wipe them out before Prince takes the final shot. Sure takes out Tear, Sexy Lexi, and Geometric will be able to hold at least for another 30 seconds.
Wow, Zexu really showed up on the Ash. And I'll be real, when Wooly told me Zexu was going to play TPS, I didn't expect this, but Zexu's playing really well. Hitting shots, just putting a lot of pressure, making it so the Diva has to kind of choose to either, save their front line or eat Dynamite. And they're doing really well. I think that's really, really cool and really great. The very expensive fight for Geometric. They do have the Bob, though. And also, Emily, I feel like is just going to get run on it one of these times. Oh, here we go.
Oh, we see a big push in from the Buccaneers here onto the left or right side of the point. Bob does come out. Phoenix does find clearly. However, a trade right after that as Church takes care of Eternal. Clearly back in the fight. Here comes the Graviton Flux. It captures everyone and damages a lot. Doesn't kill anyone just yet, but we do see a lot of members of the the Buccaneers absolutely hurting right now. And now BethCon will probably be staggered here a little bit as it's just them right now. And we see each member of Geometric just taking a little bit of a swing at them before Jan just decides to put a shotgun shell through her head.
What's crazy is the Jin still has Blossom again. They literally used it at the beginning of the fight and now have it again. You see this May Reaper swap. I really like Reaper second point Anubis because it's such a small point. It gives you the opportunity to finish kills really easily. But I don't know if they're going to be able to get close enough to really use it because this is insane to me. Oh.
Another Blossom comes out. However, it's this time Jin falling. Phoenix scared him. Here comes the bomb from BethCon. It's in a very dangerous position. Able to find Wooly. The Big Bang Buccaneers are finding the kills they need right now. 3, 4 in a row for them. They just need to take care of, I believe, one last remaining straggler. No, there's no one left for Geometric. They can easily cap this point right now. However, we do see some swaps coming out for them. Emily going to the ball. We do see Wooly swap over to the Lucio, just try to contest some point. Jin is back on the Reaper in Wraith form. That's really it. If they can take care of these remaining stragglers, and we do see Church come back, pop the bongo. However, it's gone as fast as it came down. Eternal takes care of Jin, and now it's just a big team fight on point. Each member trying just to find a kill as Eternal takes care of Church. Jewish takes care of Prince, and the Big Bang Buccaneers are taking care of the members they need to take care of for Geometric. However, they are still able to stagger this fight out. Wooly doing a great job as it's just them now against the entirety of the Buccaneers. However, they do fall. I don't believe anybody from Geometric will be able to get back, and about, I believe it was a 37-second different time differential there for the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Switching sides.
Yeah. We will see Geometric attack here first in overtime.
Initiating
What
match.
did I just get kicked with? Do you know violation? I just got picked with a clip from the stream. That was very funny in Trank General Chat. That's funny. Good. I'm really interested to see how they do. Really good attack from Big Bang. They captured with more time, so they should feel pretty good going into this. My real question is Geo going to be able to cap with a minute on first? I know they kind of have a quick first attack. Actually, no, I don't think they did. I think it took them like a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, because I remember Dejin being on the Genji and they lost that first fight. So, to me, it's going to be the question of, are they going to, yep, Dejin goes on the Genji again. Are they going to be able to cap first? That's the real question, because if you cap first, this is very drawable. And I think a minute 42 is also still drawable, even if they don't cap first, but it's a lot more in question because Big Bang had a very fast first cap.
Yeah, and also Big Bang's defense on this first point was really good, especially with
the farm
and Eternal on that pharmacy combo. Just really kind of stopped Geometric in its tracks there for a little bit, as we're going to see a lot of damage already put down by Eternal here before they jump back out. However, it looks like we're seeing Geometric just decide to go through the two main archers without going through that side room. However, it does seem like they're kind of staggering what they're doing right now. They do get the DMAC onto BethCon, so there is no eat available for him right now, which could be a good sign for them to try to push in right now, as they do want to try to get some of their members onto that little high ground right there. Jewish is fighting Emily there on their own, almost able to actually demech Emily. Actually, they're going to be able to. Not enough healing coming out from Geometric right now. It's really only clearly on that Anna as Prince falls to Eternal, and there's already less than 10 seconds left to go right now. They have really wasted a lot of their time right now. The sleep is a huge one onto Eternal. However, I don't necessarily think it will matter. Jin is able to pick up Sexy Lexi. Eternal falls as well, so those are 2 huge kills. 3 huge kills going the way of Geometric right now. Jewish is trying to do whatever they can on point with some help to try to just stall out this point right now. However, Geometric has more numbers in their favor. Bethcon is able to take care of Churd. However, Bethcon is demacked. Dia comes back, falls as well. We do see the Primal Rage come from Jewish, who does fall again. I don't think we're going to see another contest come out from the Big Bang Buccaneers here, and Geometric will only have, 30 seconds to cap the next point?
Yeah, 30 seconds. They're going to add 30 seconds to it, and that was really great. Like, you saw, honestly, Cleary had the biggest hero play. I'm so glad we caught that on feed, of just Eternal being, going on, I kill this Ana, we win this fight, right? And they just get slept, and they punish the sleeping Farah, and they just win the fight from that. This bomb is very interesting.
Oh, I think Emily messed up on the bomb.
Yeah.
Is gonna pay for it, but Jin has a Dragon Blade, finds one, finds two, is actually getting some use out of it this time. The Barrage was only able to find that mech. However, Emily falls. Prince comes right back with a pulse bomb stuck to Eternal. Clearly finds Dia. Somehow Geometric might be able to full cap this map as Primal Rage is popped to try to keep some of the members of the Big Bang Buccaneers off. We do see the Nano go on to Jewish, but it is basically 5v1 on that point right now. They have 2 ticks. They're wanting that. Their Eternal comes back out on the Doomfist, finds one pick. Jin finds Jewish. However, Eternal falls. Now it's just really up to this D.Va and this Lucio for the moment. Lucio's gone. The Nano goes out onto the D.Va, as we do see the bomb come out from them, only able to get the D-Mac onto Emily. No one touches, and Geometric falls off the point. 84% is all they get, but they could have easily gotten more.
2, 3. Switching sides.
Oh, the bomb booped off the tanks, even though they didn't die. It just booped them off so they didn't touch. Still, 84% is insane, especially with only a minute. Very winnable for Geometric. It's no longer drawable because they got the ticks. No longer drawable, everyone. No draw 2 CP.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, Geometric.
Wild.
Just, again, just another weird team fight. When Emily threw that bomb out and it got really caught in an awkward spot, I thought that was a huge ultimate wasted. However, essentially, we saw Eternal pop the barrage on Emily, expecting her to kill it, and only able to get the DMAC. And while that was going on, Geometric took out half of the Big Bang Buccaneers, and it just went all downhill from there. Luckily, that Bob came out, and I believe it was Phoenix on the Doomfist, who were able to find a couple.
It was Eternal. Eternal was on Doomfist.
Yeah. Okay.
Eternal, it was such a scrappy fight. The bomb created the space, and it booped people off, and because you see, Jin was on point, but dashes off to avoid bomb, and then tries to dash through again, but almost dashes all the way off. Now we see Big Bang do the Reaper Echo. I don't know about this one with double bubble, so we'll see. This is I talked about how long it can take for Azaria to really get any momentum and get moving. So we're gonna see if that rings true here. But I do like the Reaper to contest the Reaper, because Jin is kind of just walking into them and getting insta value on Reaper right now, and their own Reaper should be able to keep him in check.
Now we finally see Big Bang come through. A nice
80
dive there on the back, but the bubble might have accidentally went to the wrong person. Jewish might pay for it. They're able to escape with their life. Bethcon actually is able to find Wooly here. That's huge for them. Phoenix finds Jin, and now we could easily see the Buccaneers just completely clean up the rest of Geometrics and take this point with some more time in the time bank.
I feel like I've literally said both of their attacks. I don't like the bubble, and Beth just is nah. Let me just get high energy and walk at them, and then they win. So really good aggression. I like using the Reaper as a focal point, because now they just Beth uses both bubbles at the beginning of the fight, instant 80 energy. Geometric doesn't focus them down, and so they just get kills. So kind of unfortunate. And now Jewish is just trying to play with this nano. They're going to get nano. They'll probably nano. I mean, they have so many good nano targets, actually.
Yeah.
The Reaper, the Echo, the Zari because she's high energy, the Monkey, and Eternal gets the pick. Wow.
Eternal finds the opening pick, and that is going to be what the Buccaneers were looking for. Here comes the nano on to Jewish, and they are finding a lot of damage. The Immortality Field does come out. We'll keep some of them alive. They are able... Actually, they haven't found anyone yet. Eternal has found Shirt. Finds Clearly and finds Wooly. They duplicate into this Sigma here and are finding a lot of damage. Down goes Jin. Dia is able to res Bethcon here. However, we see that they have the numbers right now. It's up to Churd on this ball until Wooly can get back on this Lucio to try to contest this point. Now we're starting to see some more numbers come back for Geometric. The Death Blossom comes out from Phoenix, only able to find Wooly. Now we are seeing Geometric come back. However, as fast as they're coming back, they are falling at that fast as well. 2 members on point right now. Make it only 1, and that should do it right now. Unless Wooly's able to get back, they might just be able to, and they are. However, they will not live long enough to really allow for anyone else to get back, and the Big Bang Buccaneers will take the second map as well.
Wow. Hero play after hero play after hero play. I really like the adaptation of Big Bang, and they just were able to snowball. Like, they go straight to the Baptiste. They literally ignore everything and just go straight to the Baptiste, which makes it so the Baptiste can't build like a very effective window, and they just keep it going. They keep snowballing it, and it's just wild to see. But this Blossom, bro, this Blossom is just wild. They were 40% to ult charge going into that fight, and built it and just used it and won. And like the fact that they even capped with time, because remember, if they don't cap with that 5 seconds, they don't even have a chance in this map, because it would have just been because Big Bang capped it over a minute.
Yeah. I mean, that Blossom went on. We only saw 3 kills there. It did pick up a 4th just at the very, very end of it. However, even with all those hero plays coming out from Geometric, Big Bang was just able to do a little bit more.
They were so much more coordinated with their ults. Like, that's what I'm going to go for. It was like, well, I will say, Eternal getting that pick on the Ashe was so key, which gave them like that go button. Once they had that go button, once they had that go button, they were able to just take space in the point, use the ultimates, and just stuff them in spawn, so they never really got a good second fight. And I really wish Geometric at like, the big reason that Big Bang was able to stall is because they swapped to a bunch of one-shot characters. Doomfist, Rye. Like, if you hit one of the pin cooldown, you hit anything, you get a one-hit kill, which is so important to start that snowball. I'm really interested to see the rest of this match as we go into halftime. Dex, anything you want to add before we go in?
No, we're going to take a little break here and be right back with what could potentially be the final map of the Big Bang Buccaneers versus...
It's 4 maps always, Dex. 4 maps always.
My bad.
It's old owl scoring. No, it's all right. I know. It's a quirky tranquility thing. See y'all later.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. We got our drinks. He's got the drink of champions right now. And we are going to be going back in here to map number 3. We don't know what it is yet, but we do know that the Big Bang Buccaneers are currently up 2-0 on Geometric. Navino, honestly, what can you say about the first 2 maps of the series so far?
I'll be honest. I think it went as I expected. I am like we talked about this. I think it's rather top heavy for Geometric, where like just for seeing Zexu, because I mentioned in cast that Zexu was a tank player. We're now going to get to see Tilted and Jin in at the same time. Both were carry factors in the maps they played respectively. So we'll see how they do with both of them. And I really still go back to like the better team play coming from Big Bang, while the better, like, not, I don't want to even say better individual plays, because like they had some big plays which kept them in the map, but the better team has been winning. Like Big Bang has just flat out looked like the better team. You see a lot of bright spot for Geometric, which makes me think they can bring it back. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know. I'm not gonna say like I'm not gonna make any outlandish claims, but I do think Geometric take at least one of the last 2 maps, because they played it really close to this point, like really close. And it'll be interesting to see how they do when they get their starting cast in. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, Scrims Row, baby, Scrims Row.
And honestly, what you said, I fully agree with you that Geometric has shown some bright spots in all these maps, but the Big Bang Buccaneers have just been the better team throughout. Yeah, Geometric has shown bright spots, but that's exactly what they are, bright spots. They aren't, fully lit bright like lights. They've shown great, team fight wins, but they've always been just that, just like 1 or 2 team fight wins every map. And other than that, they've really struggled in the in-between those team fights. And a lot of time with those team fights, it comes off of huge plays. Like we had the 4-man Death Blossom there on Temple of Anubis. That was a huge play that came from an ultimate. Big Bang Buccaneers don't necessarily need to use ultimates to win the team fights. While yes, they do help them a lot, I've really noticed that the Buccaneers have been just, have been using spacing and, target selection just to kind of win these team fights a little bit better than what Geometric has.
Yeah, I think, wow. It's just the spacing, the tempo, everything has been super clean for Big Bang. Really, honestly, huge shout out to the coaching cast over there, because I know like the Space Pirate org has a lot of people that are really involved over there, and it shows. They have really good fundamentals, and Geometric has kept themselves in the game by being mechanically on par with them, right? And the big difference maker has been just that team play. And as we see on defense, we're just going to see a classic Rush Mirror, but except with Jin back on the Reaper. So we'll see how they do there. I like Reaper. I just don't know how I feel about them in this Rush Mirror.
I'm starting to feel like it's more of a comfort pick for Jin rather than, what Casty would be. But they've made it work on some of the other maps. It's going to be interesting to see if they can make it work out here.
Yeah, if I am Geometric, I'm trying to just get as close as possible, as fast as possible. And you see that immediately. They're just, walking into them.
4th immortality fields are down right away. No one has fallen yet. Jin actually in a very dangerous position, able to kind of wraith their way out there. Here's a huge shatter from Jewish, finding 2 members of the Geometric squad down. There's the 3rd, and that pretty much will end that team fight as Jin and clearly fall there at the end. Tilted actually able to take care of Sexy Lexi there. However, that is one small kill compared to what we saw the Buccaneers just do to Jin.
But Jin also killed the Cassidy, so they should be able to get a fight in here. Jin has just been literally walking past the fight straight to the back, and no one has turned and looked at him until then. And wow.
Bethcon gonna get demeched here. The Blizzard though is gonna come out from Eternal. No one's gonna get caught up in it. Dia and Jin fall early in this one. Bethcon and Eternal fall as well. And Geometric immediately comes right back into this one with a very, very easy team fight when all they have to do is just clean up the remaining stragglers here from the Big Bang Buccaneers. And that last straggler is Jewish, who will just back up to probably fall back to their Lucio Dia, who is rushing to him right now.
Wow. It's insane to me. Like, look at Jin's ult chart. Almost to a Blossom at the same pace that Phoenix is going to have their first High Noon. High Noon is very fast charging ult. The Blossom isn't as fast just because of like range issues, but Jin has just done a great job of just like spacing and just taking advantage of the space given to them. As I really like this hold from Big Bang, and this flank though could be dangerous. But I really want to see Jin try and get out defense matrix before they go for it. I think that's a big mistake they made on. And well, yeah, never mind.
Stunned and eaten. The defense matrix goes down. Here comes the bomb from Emily. Is it going to be huge? The answer is no. Churd falls. Jin, though, finds Sexy Lexi before Jin themselves falls to Phoenix, who did pop their High Noon somewhere during that fight and found nothing with it. Trades going out each way. And here comes the Blizzard now from Geometric, only able to get the DMAC onto Bethcon, but I imagine Bethcon will not live very long in that Baby Diva form, and they're able to wall off Phoenix there, but Phoenix makes them pay for it by fanning the hammer into their body. Jin, though, makes sure they get revenge on their teammate there.
Wow. I just gotta say, Tilted built that Blizzard so fast. I'm pretty sure Tilted has had 2 Blizzards to Eternal's 1, unless I missed Eternal's second one. Unless I missed that. But
no, I believe that was Tilted's first Blizzard. Eternal
no, they used it. They used it when they took first. Tilted used the Blizzard when they took first, so that was their second. And I think Eternal's going to use their second one right now.
Yeah, that'd probably be fortunate. They are using it now. It is a huge one. The beat comes out to sustain a lot of the members on Geometric. Shatter comes out from Churn, not able to find anyone with it, so it is a wasted ultimate. Will give him some room, though. Jewish does find Jin, though, and that might force a little bit of a fallback here from the Geometric squad, as we see Jewish does have that Shatter ready to go, just waiting for the right time to use it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're really just trying to spam out that shield right now, and I'm waiting. Like, that shield's about to break. You can just tell. And you're about to see a Shatter coming out from Jewish. I just know it.
Oh, we're seeing a very dangerous spot right now. Shatter comes out from Jewish, able to find Jin. That's about it. Emily not able to find anyone with a bomb again. The bombs have been very ineffective so far this entire series. I believe we've only seen 2 or 3 kills through the 3 maps at this point. Sexy Lexi Phoenix is popping their High Noon right now. Not going to get anything with it. Actually using it as kind of an escape tool right there. I kind of like that from them. Clearly almost getting completely chunked down there. Tilted going to pop their Blizzard. Only going to find Eternal and Jewish on there. Will they be able to confirm any kills? Actually, Eternal's wall is going to be able to keep them alive. Shatter comes out from Church, able to find 3, but the beat came out from Dia just before that to keep him alive. Here comes the Death Blossom. Again, stunned out of it is Jin. They're able to find Sexy Lexi as Emily finds Bethcon, and now Geometric is starting to pick up these kills. 3 in a row. 4 in a row. Eternal's in a very bad spot right now. Same can be said for Phoenix, but Geometric will cap this point. Phoenix will get a flashbang there on to Emily and some others from Geometric. However, Jin will take care of them before they can really do anything else.
You know, that TikTok trend is going around of like, you know, stacks and stacks for like how much money you have. That's how I feel about how many times Jin has gotten stunned out of their Blossom at this point.
Here comes a Blizzard from Eternal. That Immortality Field's going to be huge. However, they get rid of it. Churd falls. They're going to get the DMAC onto Emily right now. They're still swinging. Jewish is still swinging. Finds 2 with 1 swing and might be able to find Jin here. Jin not able to run away. Jewish once more. Will they use the Shadow? No, they will use the Fire Strike to take care of Person, who did sub back in. And Geometric will come into this next engagement with 4, almost 5 ultimates ready to go. The Buccaneers, on the other hand, you can pretty much say the same thing. They're going to have about 4 ultimates ready to go.
Yeah, but like, big thing is the support ultimates for Geometric. They're going to come in here and they can just kind of overpower them with support ultimates here and just enable their DPS, which have been playing so aggressive, which is like, I made that joke about Jin's Blossoms, but it's because they have it like every other fight and they're just like going for it and using it to create space. It's a very interesting way to do it. And the Blizzard, the Shadow that tries to...
Blizzard finds 1. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just like, you go talk, you're the play-by-play, I'm done.
Person's able to find Jewish there, as this has been a very, very scrappy team fight No Ryan for either side. The Buccaneers are doing a good job of kind of holding this one right now. Eternal has a blizzard. Will we see him pop here? They will pop it. Not able to be eaten there as Jin finds Eternal. Churd gets froze. The beat did come out from Person before that to keep the team alive through that. Now we are starting to see the Buccaneers come back in this fight. The immortality field is used there to very great success, and it does give a huge shatter from Churd finds 3. Will they be able to clear anyone out? No. Phoenix takes care of Jin right there, and we are seeing a very, very scrappy team fight. Eternal finds 1. Phoenix falls. Bethcon's coming right back to find clearly, and we are seeing the Buccaneers here kind of stable out right now. This is very good for them. Less than a minute and a half left to go, and Geometric will really only have that damage measures to come back into this next engagement for Tilted Waffle will have their blizzard.
Be real. The more and more I watch this game, the more and more it feels like I'm watching goats, because it feels like everyone has an ult all the time, and I just see flashing lights on my screen. Really well played for both teams, just building these ults, just playing so great.
Oh my goodness! This is gonna be huge! A 4-man bomb from Bethcon with help there from Jewish. That will end a team fight there as Jin decides to walk off the map and join their teammates back at spawn.
This is what I mean. The action is never stopping in this game. The fights are just coming so fast. Like, this is not what I expect tonight. This is really well done by both teams. Eternal goes for a really deep play and does not get punished, and they get kills off it. They get 2 kills off the space created in the punch. Oh, as they're just pushing it. They're like, I'm touching the spawn. Please. Oh, no, they're not touching the spawn doors. That wouldn't be fun.
You know what? I've liked the aggressiveness we've seen out of the Buccaneers here. They used 2 ultimates. They killed 4 or 5 people. They come right back, use only 1 ultimate. They find 1. Eternal making a lot of space with that punch, like you said. They have killed a lot of time here. And Eternal already coming back, find 2. Jewish finds 1. The bomb comes out from Emily. Not able to find anyone. Jin finds 1. Actually, Emily's able to find a crunch kill onto Dia. Time is running out for them. We're having to see him touch the car here just to contest, but they are running low on numbers. Jin able to find Eternal. Bethcon eats a blizzard. That could have been huge for Geometric, but it will not be there because Bethcon was hungry. We're going to see the Geometric squad push this car right now. However, they are running low on numbers. Emily again finds another shot. Jewish, and the Buccaneers now are losing numbers. Geometric, Jin's going to have this Death Blossom ready to go. They're gonna wait for this beat to go away and then pop it off. But Dale is able to. Idea gets pooped off the map. Actually, no, they don't even have to use Death Blossom. Geometric's able to full cap the map, but the only small silver lining for the Buccaneers, they did it in overtime.
My heart is just like just pumping so hard right now. I'm just watching such, high octane gameplay in the Platinum SR of Overwatch. And it's just the pace that these two teams are playing is wild, and Eternal on Doomfist, chef's kiss. The way they played it, I think they got kind of unlucky, and by unlucky I mean Emily just got 2 crunch kills, which they should not have gotten, like a single, flashbacks, not the team, but flashback to Season 6 Grand Finals, for those that were there, those that remember. My 3K remet kill in the Grand Finals. I always gotta throw it back, because if YB or Potatoes in chat, they'll probably just talk about how they have PTSD from that game. And rightfully so. Because dying to a remake is it's not fun.
It's somewhat sort of a sign of disrespect, but at the same time, it's also incredibly hard to do. But the Big Bang Buccaneers almost completely held them there. Geometric just came back in with this sort of aggressiveness I have not seen out of them. I need to see more of how they played to end that map here on defense, because if they're able to keep that aggressiveness up and keep that kind of play style up, they might be able to take this map.
I really do think they can. They've been playing so much better and just so much faster, and the Reaper just enables that. They just barrel stuff Jewish missile right there, and DJ's been really smart about using this Wraith form to just get away, and they should be able to kill this main.
They should be able to. They're going to make sure. So like you said, great kill there with Jewish. Honestly, they were probably looking to get one person behind that ice wall, away from their team, and it was placed perfectly there by Tilted to just make sure that Jewish had no escape and no one from their team.
I really like the Hanzo swap because it's kind of like, well, if we can't really run into them brawl-wise, let's just see if a Hanzo gets a random BS headshot and wins us a fight. Because that is literally what's going to happen. As I see Jin TP onto them, and Jin gets another kill as this fight just breaks down with the window.
Jewish might honestly have some PTSD after this about how many times he's been frozen by Tilted right now. Tilted does fall. However, Geometric is continuing to pick up kill after kill after kill here. And another nice team fight win. As by the next time the Buccaneers get back into this team fight, there's going to be less than 2.5 minutes to go on this first point.
It's insane to watch, honestly. Like, how... Like, Jin is literally just up in their grill. It is insane. And, like, it's hard for them to do anything because they don't have a stun. And Beth is trying to, like, protect their Rhine from so many other things. But a huge Blizzard from Eternal, Blizzard Dragon combo.
Blizzard Dragon only able to find one at the
moment.
Shatter comes out from Geometric. This might be huge for them. Jin finds Phoenix. Jewish finds Churn. Jin comes right back. And Tilted comes right back. They're somehow keeping themselves in this fight. And they do have a little bit of a numbers advantage right now, especially with Bethcon getting D-Mech there. They're going to have to fall back and get some support from their supports.
This is Jin and Tilted's world, and we're just living. They had no business winning that fight. Like, a beautiful Blizzard from Eternal, beautiful Dragon from Phoenix. They play that really well, and, like, just the hero plays from Geometric keep them in that fight. And I'm really looking, though, to see the support ultimates from Big Bang Buccaneers, which should be able to help them win this fight. They have plenty of ultimates. It was still very winnable.
Yeah, but Jim actually can come back into this.
Oh, Jewish.
Shatter finds one. Jinfo, though, finds Eternal. And that Blizzard was huge. There were a lot of members caught up in that. Already a lot of members of the Buccaneers fall and make that 5. They only need to get Terradia to get the team kill. And that will probably confirm the team kill, even though it won't be one in-game. That was all 6 members of the Buccaneers down and out.
I didn't expect Jin to use the Blossom there, but they went low, and instead of dying, they're like, I'm just going to press Q here, get some health back from like the damage from the lifesteal, and now they're looking really good because Big Bang have no ults going into this fight, and they still have Bomb and Window for the side of Geometric. This is really Geometric's fight to lose, and after that, I don't know if they're really going to get another fight, but if they kill Jin here, oh, they end for Jin.
Jin able to escape with their life. The damage is coming out pretty clearly as Persons and Tilted find 2 members of the Buccaneers, and now they have the Buccaneers on the backtrack to their own spawn. Persons able to find Phoenix before they're able to get back inside their spawn doors there now. Less than 45 seconds to go for the Buccaneers here, and they have nothing to show for it right now.
This is insane. This is wild because, like, Geometric can win this map right here, but Eternal has the Blizzard. They really have nothing to stop it unless Emily gets a huge E. So Eternal could really be the one that like continues this map for them.
Yeah, Eternal needs to have this Blizzard be huge, but it will not be there. Emily eats their Blizzard. That was their only thing going into that team fight. Phoenix does have their High Noon ready to go, and it has to be big at this point as Jewish falls. The High Noon's being popular. They do find one, but that's all they find. 3 members of the Buccaneers have fallen. Here comes the bomb from Emily. Tilted does have that Blizzard, but it's a team kill to end King's Row.
That was just such
Victory.
like Big Bang Buccaneers went out because they had better team play, better alt combos, better everything the first 2 maps. Really, and the hero play even in it. And this map, you see kind of the hero play save Geometric. And like Big Bang Buccaneers, I actually thought really played this really, really well. You know, this play of the game just shows it. Like their defense, even though they got full capped on, was just done so well from the side of Big Bang because they just played spacing really well. They played tempo really well. And when it came to getting this attack done, they couldn't really get it done versus the Reaper. Like I don't like. It's hard for me to say like any one thing they could have done to really make that fight better. But I'll be real. Jin and Tilted just like, you know, Brawl is usually that comp that is more tank and support centric. But it really felt like a DPS duel here because Eternal and Phoenix were just having a field day. And I feel like Jewish was having a really good day too. But outside of that, like they were never truly able to punish the Reaper. So like, it was so interesting to watch.
Yeah, and honestly, like I said going into King's Row, Jin came out on that Reaper, and I was not necessarily on board with the pick. I called it a comfort pick for him.
Yeah, same. I didn't think that was going to work either. Sorry, keep going.
One that kind of went away from the normal meta on King's Row. But like you said, a lot on that first point when they were attacking, Jin just walked through everyone and got in their backline and was just able to put down a lot of damage. While the Death Blossoms weren't necessarily on point like they were on Temple of Anubis, he was just able to get behind everyone and deal enough damage so that the rest of his team could come through and basically just clean up the kills.
Yeah, so like I struggle for words, honestly, with how like it wasn't dom like their attack was really what was evenly matched, right? But the defense was so great because like a big reason why Reapers run because they have no CC. McCree is Cole Cassidy is really good because you have range and you have a stun, which makes you be able to deal with targets at range and deal with the front line.
Yeah.
Reaper does have a stun. But Jin made up for that by just literally being in the grill of whoever was there and just being like, no, you can't do anything because I'm literally just going to keep holding W and left click. And Tilton's right there with him. Like, really great coordination of the DPS core to just kind of always take those fights together. And Jin, I don't think Jin got caught out and died with Wraith up ever.
No, Jin was very, very smart when he went through and was in a very, very dangerous position. They always made sure they had Wraith ready to go. And I think we saw there really good in one of the last team fights on the defense that Geometric had, where essentially it was just Jin going up against the Rhine, Cassidy, and May for the Big Bang Buccaneers. And we saw Jin get stunned. And instead of, just taking the 1-2 shots at the head to kill the Reaper, they fanned the hammer instead and, left Jin alive with 60 HP. And when they got unstunned, they just wraithed out there and were able to survive that team fight.
Yeah. I was just I'm so impressed by Geometric looked like a very different team from the last two maps to that map. And maybe it's the subs I kind of talked about, right? But it has to be more than that. It just felt like they were much more comfortable. They were able to walk. They were able to do things they weren't able to do beforehand. Mm-hmm. And it was great to see. I really kind of wish, instead of bringing the classic May Cash Brawl, I would have seen Eternal would look really, really good on that Doom. Mm-hmm. Or really good. Yeah, and I wish they would have kind of stuck with that.
Yeah, because they did do a really great job on that Doomfist on that last point when they were on the defensive end. But speaking of Eternal's going to be subbed out coming into our next map of Junkertown for Yunk.
You mean I don't think that's a K.
It's probably but on Discord it says Yunk.
Oh. I see. Yeah. I think
Hippie for that one.
We'll blame Hippie. Classic. Wild.
But that break was probably the thing that Geometric needed. I don't think they expected the Buccaneers to come out and hit them as hard as they did in those first two maps. I feel like that break was exactly what they needed. It kind of gave them some time to reset, kind of look back at the mistakes they made in those first two maps, and they really kind of turned everything on its head there on Kings Row, because Big Bang Buccaneers, they had some very, very impressive plays, especially the play of the game there from Bethcon. They just didn't seem like they knew what they could stop Geometric.
We're going to the map. All right, Junkertown. I really liked this pick, though, as well, because, the Brawl mirrors seem to favor Geometric. Mm-hmm. I'm interested to see how Jin will do, because we've seen them do really well on the Genji, and we've seen them obviously do really well on the Reaper. Let's see how they do in the Hanzo here. I've seen Tilted play, and I think they'll do pretty well on the Ashe, and they're pretty strong hit scan. But I'm interested to see how Jin's hero pool rounds this out.
Yeah, Jewish Missile actually coming out on the ball. I feel like this is the first time I've seen him off of something that wasn't a Winston or a Rhine, but I might be wrong on that.
I Ball is much more popular, I think, on attack than it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's interesting to see.
5, 4.
Yeah, but the BB Buccaneers are coming out here on attack first. Phoenix going to try to land a headshot here. Almost gets taken out themselves there to start. So I imagine we're going to see a quick swap off of that Widowmaker there from Phoenix to something else. Unless they want to try to maybe land one headshot to give them at least a little bit of a numbers advantage here.
No, I mean, that Widow's really good on this map, honestly. Like, there's just sight lines, especially on defense. Attack, sometimes a bit harder to take angles. But I really like this. Maybe a Tracer would have been nicer, but I don't hate the Widow pick either.
Jewish Missile kind of struggling there on that ball, just trying to disrupt that high ground a little bit. The Buccaneers, you know, kind of struggling now to push that cart because they're really looking for a pick, in my opinion, before they can confidently or comfortably dive in on them. Yuno is looking for someone on this Tracer. Clearly, though, takes care of Jewish there, and now Yuno is trying to take care of Jin. Will we see the res come out? They're not able to. Wooly's down by Yuno with a headshot, and this could be exactly what the Buccaneers were looking for. And Yuno on this Tracer will provide a lot of pestering damage in that backline. And Tilted Waffle, wrong place, wrong time. Bethcon able to take care of them. Yuno is kind of carrying their team through this first fight right now. Bethcon takes care clearly as well, and does get taken out by Chur there, but the damage was already done.
Such an intelligent swap from Big Bang. They see the Mercy, they see the double poke composition, and they're like, oh, you know what's really good against like a Zen, like a Bat Mercy comp? Double flanker, or double like dive DPS, right? Which is the Tracer Genji. And you saw it, like, as soon as the Discord orb gets applied to the Hanzo, that was it, that was wraps. And then, like, then the Mercy's caught out because they really have no one else to fly to. And you get to kill the Mercy. And then from there, it's like they're backing up and you pretty much can pick them apart in the retreat. This point, though, I think is a lot better for this double shield composition, like second point specifically, because there's so many tighter angles, so it's much harder for flankers to get, like, open space.
Yeah, the Buccaneers do have some ultimates ready to go, and we already see one come out from Yuno, who whiffs on the pulse bomb. That could have been a huge pulse bomb. Dia now popping the Valkyrie here. Tilted Waffle trying to get them down. They do land one headshot. However, they're able to escape for the moment. Clearly takes care of Bethcon, and that's a big pick because the Buccaneers now are down their shield. Jewish did try to roll through or bowl through them and try to get them off that high ground. Just weren't able to get enough of a push to get them off, and we do see Geometric kind of stabilize here, and the Buccaneers kind of fall back to regroup.
Yeah, I really do enjoy the swaps of, like, the Cass Ashe, and, like, just to kind of contest the ball, but, like, as their Big Bang's coming up on these ults, they should be able to just kind of snowball this fight. What's really nice about Junkertown, if you win one fight, you can kind of just, but really intelligent, really good ball tech here to force the Bongo and all these cooldowns as Emily
kind of away from the entirety of their team. Sexy Lexi just pops their Transcendence there to keep up their teammates there. They do that for a little bit there. They do take care of Emily. Wooly comes back and takes care of Phoenix, though. Bethcon does pop the Flux there. Only able to chunk down some damage, but they are doing a good job of just pushing the car right now. Jin flashes and stuns Jewish there. However, I feel like they've kind of just let the Buccaneers push this card. We will see a contest come out as Jin takes care of Yuno, and it's really just Bethcon right now, all by themselves. Jewish is over there. They are just desperately trying to take care of Tilted, and they are able to do that with some help from Phoenix, but Geometric has pretty much won this team fight, and Jewish now rolls back to regroup with their team.
If I'm Geometric, I would take the back corner instead of this front corner, because now with cart pass, they can just send a flanker pass and just move cart. So I don't know if I really like this whole, you know, good plays coming out from Geometric. And honestly, Big Bang used a decent amount of ultimates, but, like, so did Geometric. So with the Blade still, I think they should still be able to get some kills with this Blade.
Yeah, Yuno does have another pulse bomb again. Jewish actually trying to back cap this. However, the ball is big enough that it can easily be seen. And we are seeing the damage mix come out from Clearly. It is gone now. Pulse bomb comes out from Yuno again.
Tilted.
Doesn't stick on anyone, but this could be big from Phoenix. They get stunned immediately and killed. That Dragon Blade will not be worth anything. Dia popping the Valkyrie might do enough to keep their team alive, but Tilted Waffle lands a nice headshot. Bob takes care of Bethcon, and another nice team fight win here by Geometric.
They're swapping to Rush.
Smoke 'em out of there.
Interesting. Geometric still has a decent, like, two good ultimates with the Noon and the Rally, and they're going to have ultimate mid-fight. So I don't know how I feel about this swap. I think it can work if you're really good at Brawl. It's just I am cautiously optimistic. Cautiously.
Well,
Because I do like the idea, since they have the cart so far.
High noon coming out from Jin. We do see Bethcon get up there, try to disrupt them. However, they are able to take out Jewish. So no big shield left for the Buccaneers at this point. Beth out of their mech too, so no eat available. Wooly takes care of Beth right now. Phoenix trying to do something here. Emily does have their flux ready to go, but they will not necessarily need this fight. Jin does fall this one. Does find 1 kill. However, they get absolutely bullied there by the tank line for Geometric as Phoenix falls from a nice headshot by Tilted Waffle. And again, less than a minute to go now. The Buccaneers are really, really far away on all ults. And Yuno swaps off a May to go to Symmetra with 56% ult charge.
I actually don't hate that, because like the whole point of their comp is they're spread out, so I don't know how much value really the Blizzard gets. But Sim does get instant value. Yep.
Look at this. 2 straight kills at instant value, like you said, already getting paid off. However, Jin comes right back, take care of Yuno, and 2 more kills go back the way of Geometric. Then 2 kills go back the way of the Buccaneers. We are just trading here right now. The tank battle going on cart right now, but that should do it. The Buccaneers should be able to cap this point, unless someone at Geometric just wants to kind of risk their life for a touch where they will ultimately die.
It's just wild to me watching like that. Like I said, I was cautiously optimistic, but as soon as they went Sim, I was like, they're gonna get more value. That's why the ult's not worth it. The Sim, because they're running double shield, because it just closes distance so well with this high ground, it's just so much more worth it. I don't know what this TP bomb is. I'm interested to see this.
It's gonna be interesting, but I feel like it kind of misses the mark.
Yeah.
Kind of misses the mark there. Jewish does have that shatter relay. Will they pop it on this upper area? They do. However, Bob takes them out, and I don't think they found anyone with that shatter, so a wasted shatter for them. Jin takes care of Yuno, and Geometric kind of just picking up right where they were, other than that one last team fight there on point 2. Phoenix does find Tilted Waffle, but that's really all the Buccaneers got that team fight.
Wild. Phoenix's swap on to Reaper was something I didn't notice at first, but it's interesting because now they're kind of like a guard against aggression. But in theory, you should be able to just, run over the Reaper unless they have ults. But really nice window here.
Damage measure comes out early and does really force the Buccaneers here to play very, very tightly to that wall. However, this is a very dangerous opportunity. 6 people were in that flux. The Immortality Field had to keep a lot of them alive. And look at this. Here comes the Blossom from Jin. Only able to find one. They do find Bethcon, who popped the bomb. That bomb does find Wooly, though. But the numbers really aren't in the advantage for the Buccaneers at the moment. They do find 1 more kill after it. However, they really only have Sexy Lexi, as actually they have no supports. Yuno falls, and right now, Jewish Missile was in a very, very bad spot, but it is ticked over into overtime. Will anyone be able to get back? No, they are not able to.
Wow, honestly, pretty decent attack from Big Bang Buccaneers. I'm of the opinion, and I know a lot of people like Junker Town, especially third point, is super defender sided. They didn't get it all the way to the end, but it's very winnable. 71 meters in third, very winnable. Honestly, like full holds, and Phoenix, I think, is an exceptional hit scan, and I think if they play first point really well, which they can, it'll be really good for them, because Phoenix can just, the key part is just, letting them come to that little, choke, and then your Widow just sits all the way in the back and just gets kill after kill after kill. Ideally. It's really easy to, sit there and honestly get kills as Widow if you are really just going to get it is interesting to say the least.
Yeah. But now, it's Geometric's time to attack.
Big Bang's just like, nah, bro, we're just going to close hold them. I think the Sim would have made more sense here, because, every time we see a close hold here, usually there's a Sim involved. I've not seen a close hold here, though, in probably, a year. But I like it. I like the moxie. The moxie is there.
I mean, you said it's been a year since you've seen this last. Maybe they're trying to catch them off guard here. But Geometric, they have that win condition that can get them tied up in this series now.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see. I'm interested to see how this works out for them, honestly.
We might be seeing Geometric make the necessary swaps here. Actually, they're just going to go out the far door instead, and they're kind of stuck right now. However, they have really chunked down that shield for Jewish, who has to fall back to try to regroup some of it. They are doing a good job. Jin fought here first, however.
Yeah, but really nice stun from Jin. It's gonna kind of put this fight wide open. And as soon as they hit that stun comes in, they force out immortality, and then it just becomes really hard for them to sustain because they can't walk forward because they don't have the cooldowns to do so. Like once the immortality goes down and everything, it becomes a lot harder. I like the idea. I know you're close to Shattered Jewish, but do you really? Are you? I mean, I like the commitment because on Rush, in theory, you can probably get back and get maybe 3 fights on first. It's the same kind of reasoning that. Oh, never mind. They're just doing full swap. But it's the same reason you do it on Havana. Wait, are they doing full swap? I don't know. They went Sim now.
They're kind of staggering. They're kind of staggering their swaps here right now. Like they're allowing Geometric here a lot of free space.
What I said about 3 fights, not happening anymore. They get a second one for sure, but they just allow as they walk up.
And already 3 members of the Buccaneers are out as fast as they join this fight. Make it 4, 5, and 6 for a team kill for Geometric and the first point cap.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
I don't really want to blame that on the comp. I think it was indecisiveness that probably gave it up because by the time they made the choice, Geometric was set up on so many different angles that's impossible. And they've literally now reset their DPS ults like 3 times. So the only ult they have going into this fight is Shatter, while Geometric still has 4 ultimates basically. So I'm kind of worried if I am a Geometric fan.
Oh, Shatter comes up. It's big in a way that they were able to find some members with it. However, they fall right after it, and the rest of their team continues to fall. The Buccaneers have really confused, I think, both of us with how they've played this defensive round here on Junkertown. I just don't think they necessarily know what kind of comp they're wanting to do, and when they get certain ult charges and up really high, they don't want to.
Yeah, they just reset everything again. Like I love the the adaptiveness, but I don't even think they get a touch here. Yeah, because Jewish gets stunned. That's just really unfortunate.
Jewish gets stunned and killed for whatever that idea was. Yuno does find 1 though. That's one of the few kills that they've gotten this defensive hold right now. But at the moment, 5 minutes to push the cart 71 meters. That is a lot of time for Geometric here, and the Buccaneers only are still close to 1 ultimate right now, and Geometric is banking ultimates like a little kid puts a quarter in a piggy bank at the moment.
Yeah, wow, this is insane to me how well they've they pretty much snowballed this because they've only Wooly hasn't had to use a trank yet, and they're just literally moving the point, and it's just the ball's gonna get stunned and discorded and kind of just gets punished for it because a big kill on the Churd.
Nice play there.
They're still moving Kurt.
Yeah, nice play there by Emily, who threw the shield up to save themselves and maybe some other people's on their team there from that bomb. Walcher did fall. Emily's shield there probably did save some other one. Tilted Waffle going in right now, finding 3 or 2 straight headshots. Jin finds 1 with the high noon. Jin does fall though as Jewish Missile does come back. The beat from Dia, keeping them support at the moment. Now here comes Dragons from Phoenix, gonna do a decent amount of damage. However, Tilted Waffle makes sure that they get arrow through the head. Tilted Waffle's going in. 3 kills for them here, and that might just do it. They have to take care of Bethcon, but that's really all there is there. Bethcon, Sexes actually fall, and Geometric will tie the series up 2-2.
Wow. I'm not gonna jinx it, but you know what we're almost to. You know it. We all know it. It's possible. I really like the idea of Junkertown because in theory, they just lost Rushmere. Let's try the poke game. Junkertown's one of those weird maps where as soon as you lose 1 fight and are trying to make swaps to counter what they're doing, it's just super snowbally. It's one of those super snowbally maps. It's really easy to kind of stuff chokes, and so it's rather unfortunate. I don't even think Big Bang play individually watching them play. I think they play pretty well. Mm-hmm. It's just more of a we've been complimenting their team play so much this entire series, and right there it seemed kind of lacking. I'm really hoping they pick it up for map 5, and I think they will. This team has shown time and time again that they have good team play, and if I know anything about the Big Bang, they have the mentals to keep this up, and I think they'll be doing really well in map 5. Whenever we know what map 5 is.
They're you complimented how Big Bang played. and I can compliment how they played on their offensive attack or their push.
Yeah.
I can't
The
compliment how
defense,
they
yeah.
played on their defensive hold there. Like, I believe there are some heroes or some people that played that map that never actually used an ultimate.
Yeah, like
I think
we were
half
talking
their
about that.
team.
They kept resetting.
Yeah,
And it
I
was
think
like I
I per
really, really enjoyed like the close hold, like the ideas behind
Mhm.
it, but it felt like the team wasn't committing. It felt like half the team wanted to do one thing while another half did another. And like it didn't help the fact that like, you see this you see these kills by Tilt at the end. Tilted hits like a 180 on the tracer that blinks into the arrow and then kills the Lucio. Like it's what are you gonna do against that, especially if you don't have the ultimates to recontest? I think the only ultimates really used was like the beat was used at the end. They were on like Zen Lucio towards the end. It just felt very messy.
Yeah, I really think we only saw the shatter, that bomb, and that beat from them, that entire defensive holder.
Yeah.
I believe half their team never actually built up an ultimate there that we saw at least. Actually, no, we did see a dragon there as well. So I believe only
Yeah,
two members of
it's
their team did not use an ultimate that entire round. And ever since those first two maps, that break really did help uh Geometric out there because they've
the
been
halftime, yeah.
yeah, they've been a completely different team since that. And the Big Bang Buccaneers haven't necessarily responded well to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what to think at this point. Like, it felt like a very team macro based mistake. And the tiebreaker, by the way, is going to be Nepal. So it's interesting because you have a mixture of poke, you have a mixture of rush. I think Big Bang can lean on their ball comps again because on the attack, the ball comp was really actually pretty good. And I think Nepal can allow you to lend towards itself to that. So we'll see. Nepal can be really good for Brawl, but also really good for what's it called? For
Poke.
Rush. No, I
Yeah, I was
said bro.
gonna say
No, Poke. Oh yeah,
poke
Poke.
rush.
Words. Words are hard.
Yep. But we're going into Nepal, the tiebreaker map here. Geometric has seemed to be a completely different team since that
I would
halftime
agree.
break.
Yeah.
Bang Buccaneers just have been able to respond going into this tiebreaker map. What do you think the outcome is?
I think momentum's on Geometric side.
Mhm.
And I kind of called it at halftime because I said, hey, like I know this team. I know they're like their true starting six, and now they've played like it's one of those things in Tranquility because you mandate the two maps for everyone, right? But that's why you do it because you want it to be the whole strength of the team, right? And the map, like Kings Row, is still pretty close. The only I think not close map was this most recent one, and I don't think that was indicative of team skill. It was more indicative of decisiveness,
Yeah. Yeah,
And Eternal's coming back in for Phoenix, so hopefully we see the Pharah.
yeah, and I completely agree with you with what you said. Like that last map for Geometric was a lot better than what we've been seeing. However, I really think it started with King's Row attack for the Buccaneers. They just really struggled to get anything to go their way. I really only think they found like 4 or 5 picks that entire attack they had there. They were able to do a really good push on King's Row. However, it did take them a while to get that second point, and they really did struggle on the third point. But a lot of teams do struggle there. Geometric, on the other hand, on their attack, and with a little bit of indecisiveness help from the Buccaneers, were able to easily cap that first point. They really didn't have to struggle that hard on the second point. And then the third point, again.
Well, at the third point, it was kind of like once you got in the third, with not a lot of ultimates up for Big Bang and a lot of ultimates up for Geometric, since they didn't get all the way, there's no real opportunity to stall, right? The spawns just aren't balanced enough. Really nice masterclass from Geometric, just doing really well. I have no other words. Like as we get into Nepal, like the real question is Big Bang going to bounce back, or is Geometric continuing the momentum? That's really the question.
I mean, we can look at the history of this series and look at the other control map we played of Lijiang Tower. And Big Bang, like after that map, seemed to be an incredibly dominant team. They only lost like 2 team fights that entire map.
Well, remember those team fights went on for like a year, but
yeah.
I'm really interested to see how they do. I think they will. I think they can bounce back. I think they will bounce back. but I also am, it is I'm not even sure like how to phrase it, but it's really going to come down to the mentals.
Yeah, it truly is. Like maybe this little bit of an extended break will help the Buccaneers out here, and maybe Geometric will kind of settle down a little bit as well. But I honestly think, like you said, the momentum is on the side of Geometric. The Buccaneers are kind of just retreating at this point. They really struggled with the momentum that Geometric has thrown at them.
Yeah, I'm so interested to see what people run. If I'm Big Bang, I want to run the ball far right here. Village specifically, as we go into the first point, I think that kind of lends to Eternal strength, lends to their strength as a team, and so hopefully we see that. And yep, Rush. I think Geometric is going to really struggle with the Reaper unless they get the Sim TPs down because of the Sim. No, or are they going? This is what I mean by decisiveness. Like Jewish, I think wants to play ball. Eternal wanted to play ball, and now they're going to Rush.
I mean, honestly, if you ask me, if the Buccaneers came out here with that pharmacy combo that we saw them using some previous maps, it would have completely caught Geometric off guard, because really the only things that they would have had to counter that pharmacy in the sky would have been Emily on the Diva and Clearly, but you don't want Clearly necessarily looking up at the sky.
Yeah. So they take big wall.
Yeah, huge wall. Jewish Mitchell absolutely swinging, takes care of it. And this is exactly what the Buccaneers needed here. They find the first 2 kills. They're looking for more right now, and if they're able to find some more here, it could easily be the first point going the way. Down goes Jin, down goes Wooly, and that was exactly what the Buccaneers needed here to get this map started.
Wow, that's impressive. Like, holy crud. Like, we talked about, Jewish has the shatter. Churn is 20%, bro. That's wild. Like, we talked about, are they going to bounce back? Or do they feel comfortable in this brawl mirror as Tilted goes to the junk? But Jewish is like, screw that, man. I'm just walking. I'm just swinging it around. And he better shatter this. I expect a shatter. I expect a
shatter comes out. It hits 4, 1, 2. It's gonna be 3 getting killed here from that shatter. They're looking for the 4th. They're gonna get that 4th one as well. And Jin, the only one left alive that's denying it from being a team kill. That is almost a crime in itself there. The Buccaneers have really turned it around here so far.
And Jewish is like, not in my game today, son. As they have so many ults to snowball this with the Blizzard at the wall, while Tilted now switches over to the Mei, but they're at 50%, and another beautiful wall Turtle.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The wall comes up from Tilted to try to help them out. Wall now comes out from Yuno as well. That's really it, as most of the members of the Buccaneers are kind of running towards this point. However, they're really divided right now. Wooly does take care of Eternal. Bethcon does find Sherd, however, and almost getting the complete solo point cap there was Dejin. Actually, I'm not even close to the solo point cap. And again, the Buccaneers, I looked
and
at
Jewish has another shatter before Cherd has one, by the way. Like, this is a master class of Reinhardt right now. And he shatters them. Oh,
this could be huge, but that immortality field saves them. And now the damage vision comes out from Clearly. That finds one. The death blossom from Jin finds another. Sexy Lexi though finds Jin out. The bomb from Bethcon will not find anyone, but it is buying them time right now. I don't think Geometric has necessarily looked to see how much percentage Big Bang Buccaneers have right now, and they're running to get to this point right now. Oh, they walled off Churd again. Churd's not going to get an ultimate in this one. He's not allowed to play the game right now.
And the beat
comes out from Dia. Buccaneers trying to stay alive in this team fight. Emily not able to find anyone with that bomb. Jin, though, does find Jewish. Bethcon eats a blizzard from Tilted. That would have been the thing that could have won them a team fight here. But Jin finds and somehow Geometric is finding the necessary kills they need here. Eternal comes back on the Doomfist. Jin finds Sexy Lexi. Emily finds Eternal. And this should be point being flipped over.
They have wall again. They're about to have window again. They should be able to win this, even though Dijin is approaching another Blossom. But I gotta say, the fact that beautiful shatter by Jewish was ruined by a simple
immortality
cooldown upsets me. It upsets me, Overwatch. That was beautiful. They had no business being in that fight. None.
And guess what? Churd finally has that shatter ready. Not a moment too soon, as Yuno is going to put this TP in. They're going to TP to the high ground. Let's see if Geometric can figure out where they're going. That's going to be a huge wall coming out from Yuno here. And actually, we see Tilted kind of block off some of their own teammates' damage there. However, the Buccaneers are playing this really, really slow. The damage matrix comes out. Jewish finds Tilted. Here comes the shatter. It finds no one. Now we're going to see the Buccaneers absolutely collapse. Bomb comes out, finds 3 members. Jin, Death Blossom, fine too, but they won't live to tell the tale, and I don't think anyone on Geometric will be able to get back.
All my homies love Jewish. All the homies love Jewish Missile. This man, shatter. Every time. Shatter. It's like, oh, you would like a shatter? I will now shatter you. And he blocks the one shatter from Shirt. Like, just... It was insane. Like, they played like with such aggression, and like I didn't even see this aggression on Kings. Like on Kings Row, the Rhine map, Churd I thought did really well, and then this point right there, which is almost like tiny Overwatch, I guess in many ways. But they just played with such unbridled aggression. They saw the Sim Reaper and were like, "We have a wall, they do not. So let us push." And now we're gonna see the ball comp into the Reaper. I think this is Big Bang Buccaneers' point to lose, because the unless they swap to Cassidy, what are they gonna do? Is Yuna?
What? What? I'm actually confused by that. But now it's up for Eternal to land a lot of damage, as those turrets will not be there for a while. Yuno actually just decided to swap off the Symmetra instead, go to the Tracer now.
They should get first point cap for this.
Yeah, you talked about points to lose right now for the Buccaneers. That is not how they want to start there, especially with Dia falling to Tilted Waffle right now. That is pretty much, in my opinion, should guarantee Geometric the first point pick here. And Tilted Waffle being a menace with those icicles, like you said. An icicle through the head is probably not a good feeling.
It's amazing to me, like, the accuracy of that, because, like, Tilted also killed the Mercy out of the sky, I think. Like, they get first point, and without the Tracer, they just didn't have the damage up time to really do anything to keep them from... Like, Barrage, they have the Barrage. They should be able to get some picks with the Barrage.
Oh
but Tilted killed you! Wow. What is Tilted on, bro? This is wild.
We do see the res come out from Dia to get Yuno back in this fight. However, Tilted is proving to be more of a Deadeye on May than maybe a Cassidy at this point. However, we are starting to see a little bit of a pushback now from the Buccaneers. The damage matrix does come out from Clearly. That will kind of force the Buccaneers to play this smartly here. As we see, Eternal falls. They have that barrage ready to go. They won't be able to use it. Yuno falls as well. And Geometric is looking to push this to the third point on this map. And they're doing a great job so far. The Buccaneers, though, are going to come into this next engagement stacked with ultimates. And if they don't win it, this point at least, is Geometric's to take.
I agree. It's kind of wild to me that they have not, like... Wow, it's just... They have so many ultimates, but this is really still go as we go with the barrage.
It gets eaten up by that diva of Emily. Now we already see the Nano gone. The minefields have come down. Finding one right now, but Jin actually using maybe his Death Blossom there to get rid of some of them. Now here comes the bomb. It needs to find someone. It hasn't yet, but they are finding kills at the moment. Eternal finds Clearly. That's half the team down for Geometric. They should be able to get the point flipped here. They just need to clean up the remaining straggler to Geometric. And however, with Emily actually come back on point, it will easily be ticked over into overtime here. So one nice team fight win for Geometric will end this point at least.
Yeah, but now as your Pharah, it's so much easier like to hold a point with a Pharah than retake with a Pharah. There's a reason why Echo has become more popular, because like it's easier to do both, but she's a little more balanced. While Pharah is just really good at holding chokes. Like you see where Eternals.
And pause.
No, please not again. Please not again. Please. So I asked.
Okay. Well, it's been 2 maps since our last pause. But Geometric really came out on this second point here, looking like a completely different team than what we saw on first point, and it might just be because of different play styles coming out from the Buccaneers.
Geometric off tanks and DC. Name a more iconic duo. Because it was Hypnotoz the first time.
That's Emily.
That was Emily. Rest in pieces. That's all I got. I like Geometric can just win one fight and win this point, but if it gets into a Rushmere again and they play like they did on map 1, I don't know if I'm feeling good if I'm going to this third point if I'm Geometric. But still, they have to retake it. I don't know if they're going to be able to retake. Like, trying to retake as we get back into the game with a Reaper into a Pharah, I would have gone to the cast at this point, or a Soldier, or something. Just anything to, put a little more pressure on that Pharah.
That barrage is ready to go. Eternal will pop it here. Finds one, finds a second one. Beloved will be getting eaten up there, but they did find both supports. Those are 2 huge picks. Does fall, though, however, and Eternal still looking for more. Able to find Emily. They're able to find Churd. Almost able to find Tilted there. Tilted is still really low on health. Able to get that large health pack. And honestly, with losing Bethcon in that fight, I thought it was going to be really hard because Bethcon was up there to make sure that Eternal did not die on that high ground.
This is just... Wow. This is, this is what I'm saying, though. I don't know if Jin actually gets another ultimate before they hit 99, but really good push onto the Ana here to try and push the pressure them out. Oh.
They try to get the sleep there. I think they actually did land a sleep on someone. Here comes the Blizzard from Tilted. Bethcon's bomb does find one here, but will the Blizzard find anyone from Geo? Emily does take care of Eternal, but the trade comes right back as Jin falls for Geometric. Shatter comes out. It's a huge one. It finds a couple members of the Buccaneers out. Eternal's res back up. Bethcon finds Churd. A trade comes right back. Is out for the Buccaneers right now. They're getting really close to tying this point up. Another barrage, but Eternal will throw their life away for 1 kill. Wooly finds Bethcon right now, and we're so close to a retake by Geometric. They have retaken it. It's just up to Jewish Mitchell right now, but he's being frozen, nanoed, and pestered with a shotgun. He is having a very, very bad time, but will anyone be able to get back for the Buccaneers? Yes. Was able to get back. Jen going after Sexy Lexi right now. Finds one with that Death Blossom. Might get the DMAC here on to Bethcon. Not able to, but with some help, they are finally able to. And they're picking up the kills. Actually, we're seeing the Buccaneers pick up the kills. Now 2 straight kills go the way of Geometric. They're really training this right now. Churd finds Bethcon. Back comes Sexy Lexi, but they're not able to touch. And we're going to a point 3.
I doubted the Jin Reaper.
I feel like we've doubted the Jin Reaper one too many times this series already.
Yeah, that'd be fair.
Fair statement.
But to be honest, I don't really expect a Reaper to do well versus a Pharah Tracer comp, if I'm being honest. But the thing is, you saw Big Bang almost break it to 99, but with just stacking ultimates and getting picks, like Tilted getting some key picks, just let them win it. And this Pharah comp at this point is also going to be really hard to play into. I don't know if I like the Hanzo Reaper Brawl. I'll be interested to see how this works.
It's going to be interesting to see. Someone in chat's asking where you are. Apparently you have a fantasy draft.
I saw that.
Jewish absolutely in a very, very bad spot right there. Able to run away with his life right there, but not able to run away fast enough as Tilted Waffle is mowing down the Buccaneers right now. Make that 2 down off an arrow from Tilted Waffle. Churd now going after Eternal, who's, again, in a really bad spot without that mercy. Dia had to get away just so they could stay alive. Now we see Jewish immediately. 1 life ball ended. Now it's to the Ryan. Eternal off of... We're seeing a whole team swap here, actually.
Yeah, they're good. I really like this. Playing into the Hanzo Reaper just going cast Doom is actually pretty, I think pretty good. You can kind of just engage. There's nothing to really stop your Doomfist except the Reaper. And Reaper is going to chunk down Doomfist, but I don't know if they're going to be that good.
The Bucks are just desperately trying to get out of this one little room right now. The damage matrix is up here for it, clearly. Jin finds Eternal, though, so already finding a lot of success with that Reaper there. Dragons comes out, does do a lot of damage, however, no one falls from it. Sure does find Jewish, finds Sexy Lexi, and Jin absolutely trying to get the DMAC onto Bethcon. They will be able to, as look at this, Tilted Waffle keeps on continuing to find members of the Buccaneers out. And Geometric nearing 50% in their percentage right now.
Wow. I Eternal goes to the Reaper just to match it. The Doomfist is good, but I don't know. Like I never thought I would say like the Reaper off angle put a lot of pressure, but it did. It made it so like whenever they try to hide, if they try to hide on the other side, the Reaper is kind of just sitting there like, oh, now I can chunk you, as they go in for this next fight.
High noon comes out from Yuno, able to find Tilton. That might be a kill they were looking for. Yuno finds a second one, and now we're starting to see the Buccaneers pick up these kills. That's half of Geometric down. Make that 4-6. Make that 5-6. And all they have to do is kill Wooly there, and they're able to. And after 73%, we see the Buccaneers finally retake the point.
You know, another Jewish missile shatter really opens that up for them. The new gets a pick, but like Jewish literally shatters 4, and Church shatter doesn't get really any value. And so you see another case of just Jewish showing like us how to play Rhine in the year of our Lord 2022.
Bomb coming out from Emily. It's trying to be here. It's not able to be. Churd finds Jewish, but Tilted Waffle falls right after that. Jin finds Eternal, and Geometric is finding the kills right now. They're going to go straight to point to retake it right now. However, the Buccaneers have to contest this as long as they possibly can at this point. They have to do it just like they did on Lijiang Tower and just throw bodies at point until you feel comfortable enough giving it up. However, I don't think Geometric can allow them to do that. They keep on killing everybody that the Buccaneers throw at it. The Buccaneers will be able to get up to about 45%. I do have to give them some credit there, but at this point, they were just feeding Geometric.
No, but Geometric had they have another fight. That was I like the stall. I like because it gets them a percentage, and they have another fight. They're gonna have ultimates. As long as they take this fight like kind of measured, they should be able to generate ultimates. But the dragon's gonna be what's really key here.
Yeah, here comes the dragon. It's going through a lot of people, dealing a lot of damage. No one will fall for it. Jin gets stunned out of his Blossom. Eternal finds one with their Blossom, but they need to get to the point. Actually, the B Buccaneers are already on the point. They have retaken it. We see the bomb come out from Emily. Oh, actually, it finds Sexy Lexi, and somehow we are seeing Geometric, even though they've lost the point, still do a good job with few numbers on point. And look at this. The rest of their team is coming. The high noon comes out. It had to be huge. It was huge. Dia boops Jin off the map. Tilted Waffle, though, is able to find Yuno out. But we are seeing the Buccaneers come back right now. And Geometric not at 99%, which was probably the thing they were going for there.
Yeah, I mean, but 97, it might trigger overtime. I do not remember. It's either like 97 or 98. But the window to come back, they should be able to just maintain this presence.
Sherd has this shatter radio. He walks into it. He finds 2. Will he be able to confirm 2? Jin helps him out there. Takes care of Jewish Mitchell. Down goes Eternal. Down goes Bethcon. Jin going in right now. Yuno falls. Dia falls. They have retaken the point. I don't think there's anyone back for the Buccaneers that can get there in time.
Wow. Beep beep, as some might say. Beep beep, the reverse sweep is here.
What?
Holy crap.
What a series from Geometric. They really needed that that halftime break, and they were a brand new team, and it just never seemed like the Big Bang Buccaneers could figure them out after that. Yeah, they had a great first point, as we're seeing here as Jewish Missile gets this team kill on what was a really nice play there by them. It just never seemed like after that first point on Nepal there, they really got another good.
I don't know if you saw this card at the end, but Missile had 16 Earth Shatter stuns. 10 kills, 16 stuns, bro.
Missile had a performance that you talk about for a long time. Wild. However, it comes in a losing result. So it's one of those performances that will be lost to history because you just won't talk about a game you lose.
Man. That it literally came down to one fight, every single point. Such evenly matched teams. A pleasure to watch, honestly. Truly a pleasure. Yeah. And it's hard, to say anything we talked about some of the negatives about teams throughout the series, but the whole body of work, just so many positive things to say here. Really, I cannot wait to see this again in playoffs. If they're I can't wait to see this. And now you got to think about who's going to win X Kusanagi versus Geometric, because X Kusanagi also beat Big Bang 3-2. Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to see now, and I'm very curious. It's insane to me.
Yeah. Honestly, if you asked me after the first 2 maps, I really thought that the Buccaneers were going to, take this. Geometric came out and they had a very, good third map, and then Kings Row was the third map. Kings Row, their
Yeah.
defense was dominant, was so dominant that I really felt like that gave them a lot of confidence going into that fourth map of Junkertown, and they carried it into Nepal. Even losing that first map, I believe that they knew that that first map wasn't the map that kind of played to their play style. And they just kind of, once the Buccaneers kind of got a little bit of a roll, just kind of let them have that one.
Dude, that's just I lost for words because it's like it's hard to say like, oh, X had an off game or Y had an off game. Like, maybe something X or Y happened that like led to this result, but like everyone on both teams was firing on all cylinders, and we talked about the pace of the game. The pace of the game was so fast; they just did such a good job playing. So my hat is off to both teams. I'm not actually gonna take my hat off, but my hat's off like figuratively.
Yeah,
I'll go with my player of the match. My player of the match is definitely Jin for me.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I mean, there were so many standout plays. We had the Beth Bomb on Kings Row. We had a lot of great shatters there from both of the Rhines. But again, I feel like Jin's 4-man Death Blossom on Temple of Anubis, even though they ended up losing that map, I felt like that really gave them a lot of confidence to continue playing Reaper and playing that Reaper. And a lot of times that both me and you thought it was just a little bit of a weird pick. However, it
Didn't
just
matter.
It didn't matter.
Well, a great night of Overwatch. Some memes were made, memories were made, and then we move on to next week. So thank you all for joining, Dexatron and myself. We'll see you at the stream games the rest of the week with Trans Tier tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Have a great one.